need to focus on ourselves. Like if you have a goal, a dream, go for it. Don't, look for outside validation. First of all, you need to validate what you're trying to do with yourself and then execute. Don't like, all right, let me see what, Jim, Tim, Susie, let me see what they think of my dreams. I'm really passionate about it, but let me see if they're passionate about it. They're not gonna be passionate about it because they not you.
If you got a dream, just go for that. It don't make no difference what somebody else is doing outside of you. It don't make no damn difference. God ain't called them to do what you supposed to do. He gave you a vision. What are you worrying about? What they worried about for? Let them be sheep. Let them be who they are. Let them be workers.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me. Not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player, I was made to build the game.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack, and we're back in the lab once again. Here for another.
Once again, I don't even know what episode this is, bro, but I just know we've been doing this for a long time. We've been doing this longer than some of y'all been at y'all jobs.
Oh.
We've been doing this longer. This podcast outlasted somebody's relationships.
I mean,
somewhere
some people
out there, this podcast has outlasted somebody's marriage. I do have an example, but I ain't gonna go there. It's hilarious, but it's all good. It's all good. It happens. It happens.
That's insane. If you're gonna get in a marriage, you should at least go into it with the mindset that it's gonna be a long haul. Why would you?
Yeah, we ain't gotta go there. We can get started on that.
All right.
Change the direction.
All right, how you been, Mac? How you been this week?
So far so good, man. Something kind of happened to me on Sunday that almost messed me up a little bit, which is also the reason why I wanted to talk about this right here on this episode, because I kind of lost my way a little bit, man.
Come on.
And I needed something to bring me back, and I didn't know where that inspiration was going to come from, man. And I was just thinking about everything that I had going on and everything that I was doing, and I was like, something in me was just like, yo, like, this is the wrong direction. I don't know what it was, but it's like, I guess you could call it the devil. The devil was trying to pull me down and trying to drag me out, man. And I don't know what it was, man, but yeah, that's what we here to talk about today. So like, my week was good, but there was just that little hang up that and I'm pretty sure it was just the lack of rest and the lack of having that time to myself and having to focus on things that ain't got nothing to do with me, so much that I ignored all of the things that I had to do. Like, you don't get that time, that self time, that time to reflect. So like, I didn't get that last week because of the job had us on mandatory overtime. So that's probably more than likely that's what it was. So like, yeah, it affected me in a way that I didn't think it would. So yeah.
That's interesting. My week's been pretty good. It's crazy you say reflect, because I was looking at our little, well, my little what do you call it? The uh uh test we did that shows us or tells us, more about
The
ourselves.
assessment.
Yeah, the assessments. Um, and it was crazy because when I got down to closer to the end, there was the section where, all right, this is how to effectively communicate with, such and such with me. And there's a part that I highlighted that I thought was just like so funny, but like it I haven't really noticed it, but it was always like in the back of my mind. And it was like, don't come to this person with complaints and whining about the job being too hard. That's basically what it said. And I was like,
No question, bro.
I realized like when that happens, like I feel sick. Like I'm just like, yo, like what are you doing right now? We're here to do a job. We're here to, work, whatever you're doing, if it's your goals, your dreams, your actual job. I'm like, you signed up for this. So like why are you whining? Like what are we doing here?
Yeah,
And then a couple of other stuff, it was just like kind of eye opening. So I understand that like that time to reflect and refresh, it's needed. Like if
yeah.
not, you're just gonna burn out.
It's important. It's really important. And it's crazy though, because like in most cases, like, and I don't know if it happens on purpose. It kind of
Mm.
feel like it does. Like at this point, it just kind of feel personal. But it just feel like corporate America just keep you in this boat where you like where they're trying to take that reflection period.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like they're deliberately trying to like take that reflection period. Like there's a legal limit to how much they are able to make you work,
Mm.
and they ride that line all the time,
Oh yeah.
constantly, like without fault. Like they just like I don't like I said, I don't think they do it on purpose, man. But I really do think it's intentional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like somebody out there just like, yo, make them work, because the more we make them work, the more they forget about their dreams, and the more they forget about their dreams, the longer we'll stay on the throne.
Mm. Cause you know what happened. You know what happens when they dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. See what happened.
No, exactly, exactly. But I have gotten I have gotten full permission
Hmm.
to go the fuck off on this episode. I'm just gonna let you know.
Okay.
Um, I'm pretty sure I'm a rock the house on this end, because I'm a little pissed,
All right.
and we gonna make this the best episode that we got, bro.
I'm
And
down
need
for it.
and pulling more content from this episode as well. So like this has to be the best episode ever. But
All right.
regardless,
Let's get
regardless,
it.
bro.
Let,
Like
let,
somebody there is a lot of people
mm,
being discussed on in this particular topic, and myself being one of them. So buckle up. It's about to be a rough ride, but by the time we get to the end, we all gonna be one step closer to where we need to go. So let's get it.
all
All
right.
right. So as we all know, I am I am only an audiophile as it pertains to inspirational music or music with a clear message.
Mm,
And recently I discovered a group that that their music kind of caught my attention.
mm,
Like it was one song on YouTube that I discovered. They had a music video to it, and I was just kind of listening to it. I'm like, yo, these lyrics are hardcore. Like I mean, like straight up, just like it was it was like they were speaking a message, and like this was a completely different song than with the one that we talking about today. But like I was listening to that one, I was like, yo, this is dope. Like they was just like if you read between the lines of the lyrics that they're talking about, it's just pretty much saying, yo, I won't let fame destroy my legacy.
Mm.
I will let my legacy be the impact that I leave on this world and not the things that I create while I'm here. And I'm like, yo, that's pretty deep. But then I get to the album and bruh, I heard this one track, bruh, and like I was like I listened to it. I'm like, yo, what's something about this song, something about what they saying in this song is catching me. Like I don't know what it is. So like you just be just you hear a song for the first time and you just kind of listening to it and you don't know what they saying. You just like you don't really know the lyrics and like then like you like all right cool. I look up the lyrics. I gotta listen to pull up the lyrics, bro. And she sent them joints to me. And like I'm just reading it, like without the music playing, I'm just reading the joints, and I'm like, yo, these dudes put some soul into this joint, bro. And like I wish we could play the song, but YouTube don't tend to like that, so we're not gonna do that. But I'll tell y'all what the song is. It's Hands Like Houses is the name of the group, an Australian group that apparently released this album in 2016, but so it's kind of old, but the message is still relevant. And the song is called Perspective. Now, just the name of the song alone
Right.
is something that caught me too. Like you name a song that it gotta be about something something like serious. So as I'm reading the lyrics, bro, like I you know that feeling when you catch the Holy Ghost in church, bro, or somebody like you at a motivational conference and
Mm-hmm.
somebody say something to speak life into you.
Yep.
That's what I got when I read these lyrics. So Mark, I sent this on to you yesterday and got you to listen to it, man. What did you think about what you heard, bro?
Uh, so like the first verse alone, uh, kind of spoke to me for real, for real. And it
Mm,
says, "Be honest with yourself. Do you see in your reflection someone else?" Question mark, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, a lot of times, especially like for a job or like in relationships, we kind of and I think we said this before in the previous episode, like we get out of ourselves, right? We become someone else. Like
Mm-hmm.
we were, this way as a child. We were happy, we were free, we were, energetic. But somewhere along the line, after having like a job or after going through life, like it diminishes. We become this bitter, uh complaining all the time person
Mm-hmm.
that's just like, I'm done with life. I'm here just floating through, just trying
And
to
then you
get
put
some money.
yourself on autopilot, yep.
Exactly. And I was like, yo, this about to be a good song.
Uh, so yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't gonna cut in.
Oh, no, no. Yeah, yeah. Cut in. You got it.
All right, look. So like that part right there, and that's honestly where it caught me. I was like, yo, like I was reading the lyrics and that first verse. I read through the first verse. And I was like, oh, here we go. That's why. There it is. That's why I like this song so much. That's why I listen to it 8 times a day. I ain't know what it was. That's why I listen to it 8 times a day. That's it. That's it right there. Be honest with yourself. Do you see your reflection in someone else? And then it gets deeper. You're fogging up the glass and looking for directions so close you can't see past. And I don't know what that means to anybody else. Like when anybody else read it, but like you just said it more like you just become because you're trying to outwardly be something that you're not
Mm,
and looking and trying to find yourself in the thing that you're trying to create for it, trying the vision that you're trying to create of yourself, that you lose sight of yourself in general. Like it's done.
Hmm.
So like you're externally looking for direction for what's going on inside of you. Like you're externally looking for something to fuel you. Like and that's what I got from that. And I was like, yo, what? And how many people out here, bro, are trying to make some things happen, but they trying to make some things happen on the particularly because somebody want them to make it happen.
Oh, a lot. And I think we said this also. That like it's like 9 times out of 10, the things we do are to please or to get notified by someone else. Like
Notarized.
notarized. Like nothing we do half the time is for ourselves.
Right.
Like we don't even go to the grocery store to, get our favorite foods. It's always, all right, I'm gonna get this because I think this person will like it, or I gotta get this because we can't eat XYZ, or it's never all right. I'm gonna get this meal. I'm gonna cook this meal, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's always something in the back of our mind that is just like, guiding us instead of us guiding the things we need to do in life.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And oh man, and I know like there's a lot of people who want to do more than what they're doing, man.
Hmm.
Like let's just be real. Like there's a lot of people who want to create. There's a lot of people who want to do things. There's a lot of people who are generally different people
Hmm.
when they're not in the environments that they're forced to be in all the time. And what do I mean by the environments that they're forced to be in? I mean like you born into a certain family, and your family don't understand that you not even the same person when they not around, because they so up your ass about being the person that they want you to be, that they don't even understand that when you not even in their eyes, not even in they line of sight, that you become a whole different person. You got this whole different persona outside of what you doing or what you do when you around them. You just speak different, you talk different, you are different when you're not around them. And some people don't even understand the power of just being just finding that crowd of people. Like it's so important to be a part of a group of people who understands you. And no, I'm not saying that you should straight disown your family. I mean, you could do that if you want to. Like we all have our reasons. I promise you. I understand completely. Like I mean, my reasons might be different from yours, but like on a serious note, like if you are like trying to mold yourself to be something that somebody else has created for you, then that's no way to live.
Hmm.
You just end up with regret. They don't end up with regret. They look at you like a perfect human, but internally, you are the one that's hurting. So what difference do it make to be in a life that like you're putting a whole bunch of energy into trying to be like a facade? You like walking around trying to hold a mirror up with the hole in it so you can put your face through, just so you can be in the crowd where people who have some weird expectations of you, just so you can fit in with them. So and not even just family. We got your work crowd, the people that you're around on a 40-hour basis, the people that you call friends because y'all are forced to be together in the same situation, your schoolmates, like all of these different people that you come across in your life. you are trying to be you're trying to fit in. I spent the first the oh my god, I spent the first half of the life I have now just trying to fit in, because I grew up an only child. Like I don't know if people like if y'all really know what that means. Like I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some only children listening to this today. But for real, like only like when you are only child, bro, you don't grow up like people with siblings. People with siblings like to stay to themselves. Like they like, all right, cool. I done dealt with this motherfucker for like 18 years. He wouldn't leave me the fuck alone. He kept pointing his finger in my face like I'm not touching you. He kept doing that shit. I don't want people around me. That's cool. Like, but I was the only child, bro. That means that I craved attention. I wanted somebody to talk to. I ain't have a friend at home. Like I ain't have none of that. I ain't have siblings that I could go talk to whenever I had things going on. So when I was out in public, I wanted to be a part of the crowd. But what I noticed when you were part of the crowd, you blend in with the crowd. And people, and let me tell you, Bob, how about you telling people what happened when you try to bring up an idea that the crowd don't agree with?
Oh, a number of things. It gets shut down immediately. Depending on what the idea is, you might even get shunned. Uh, if it goes against that sheep mentality, you gonna stir up something. Uh, they might start looking at you different. Oh, he think he's better than us. He's trying to move up in life. He's trying to break away from this community that we have. So he should be exiled and whatnot. And that's real interesting because like the second verse it says, all my life I've tried letting you inside to see the world through my eyes, and all I see is time wasted. Time I've
Oh,
wasted.
that's the hook.
That's the hook.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, with that, like you're trying to, show these sheep or this group of friends, family, co-workers, you're trying to show them, that we can have better lives, but they're not hearing it. They want to stay in that collective group of, this is what we're doing for the rest of our lives. This is what I've known. This is the habitat. This is the environment. This is where I grew up in. This is where I'm going to stay.
Yeah. So internally, what happens when you're in that group of people, and you are trying to, so you just living your life, right? And you and your group of friends, y'all are just doing the thing. Y'all working. You and your family, y'all just kind of coming together. Y'all hanging out at grandma's house or whatever the case is. I don't know what y'all doing nowadays. Cookouts. Family reunions, whatever the case is, you coming together with family and friends or co-workers or whatever the case is, you hanging out in the regular environment, right? And you just had this desire to do more. You just had this desire to be something else. And you're doing it on the outside, you're doing this and you're being someone else in your own time, in your own space. So what people tend to do is they tend to hide behind the things that they're doing. There have been writers who got a pen name particularly because they didn't want their family to know who they were when they wrote the book.
True. Because some
There
of their
have
stories
been
might be about them.
exactly, exactly. There have been people like you. Come on, like you, like a superhero, man. Come on, really, really. You just came up with a pen name to hide your secret identity, like Superman. Seriously, yo, it confuses me so much, man. Like, so, like, so you end up in this situation where you're literally trying to hide the things that you're doing, just so you can not disappoint your family. So you are doing. What are some examples of doing this? Like I want to name some just to kind of make it as close to practical as possible, Mark. So like going through work and just listening to all of your coworkers bitch and complain about the job, and you just kind of sitting there taking it like a dummy. You just like a mannequin. You just get slapped with all the complaints, the bitching about your supervisor, bitching about your managers, and they just keep slapping you around, just slapping you around. You just like, and you just concealing all of that energy. You just taking it all in, and then you try to get off and go do something else, and now you start thinking about the energy that all these people done dumped into you, and now you can't even focus on what you're trying to do. But you don't want to talk to them about it, because if you talk to them about it, then you know that they just gonna shit on your dreams, because hey man, even though we complaining about it, we love it here. And we can't quit because we got bills to pay, man. What's wrong with you, man? You can't do none of that, man. What?
Yep.
So look, I don't care what you do, bro. Like, you got friends at work. Tell me you ain't like, if you ever came out of your mouth and said that you wanted to do something else, bro. Like, that's the type of response you gonna get
Yeah, all the time.
every single time. I don't care what it is. If it's something else, something other than this job,
Yep. Shut down immediately. Just ooh.
telling you. And then the company that we work for, quiet as kept, man. The company that we work for, they'd have been putting mandatory time off out. And you would talk to these people and you would think it's the end of the world. Like, ain't nobody making no money nowhere. But us people still, like, I got a house that I was looking at, right? And it's on Zillow, and I put it on my my favorites. And it was a waterfront property.
Okay.
Out in Williamsburg, Virginia. And it was $1.5 million. And it was right off the river, had a boat dock, little movie theater in the basement, a little gym area, 4 bedrooms. And I just like watching this house for like the last few years, bro. And like during this time period where everybody thought that that the world was about to end just because their job was given less hours, somebody bought that house. I promise you, your coworkers, they don't have all the answers. But you hiding it from them like they got the answer. You hiding it from them like you ashamed of what you doing, but literally there's people doing what they need to do outside of your job all the time. So I don't even know why you listen to them. And here's me talking to me right now, right? Here's me talking to me. I don't know why you listen to them. I don't. I really don't. Because I know somebody else need to hear that.
Big facts. It's sometimes you just gotta, well, actually not even, sometimes you gotta, step away from them. Like it's to the point where eventually, if you listen to it for so long, something's gonna rub off on you. Like you said, you just keep taking it in, and then when you're away from them, that's all you think about. And then it just it seeps in like a like a moisture in a house. It comes down the walls. It doesn't show right away, but once you see it, it's too late. You gotta replace the tiling of the roof. You got the water's already in, the problem's already there. Now you gotta dig deep to find the problem and fix it. And that looks different from person to person. Take a hiatus, take time off, focus on you. Because it's you do not want to be in their position. You do not want to stoop down to their level or fall to their level, because they're not really going, and they're so comfortable with where they're at that just the mention or the talk about doing something better, or doing something against the grain, it's like you curse their religion or something. Like you done, it's like blasphemy for blasphemy.
Talk about it.
And I've had it happen. I'm pretty sure you've had it happen.
All the time.
we've had goals and dreams. I want to be a game designer. You writing books.
Mm-hmm.
Why you doing that?
I was
What's
like,
that
what?
going what's
Man,
that
good
gonna do
luck.
for you? Right.
Good luck, man.
And
I heard that's hard.
even with that, they know they don't mean it. They secretly like, oh, he gonna fail. In the back of their mind, they like, he gonna fail. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just speaking out because the job got to him. And it's like you said, everyone wants to do something better.
And hold up, like I wanna add on to that. These not haters.
Oh,
These ain't haters who saying this.
we
They
ain't even
not
got to the
haters. They
haters
they
yet.
are they are friends who saying that. They are family who saying that. Like straight up.
Ain't even got to the haters yet. Oh,
I don't for real, like this song don't even talk about haters.
nope.
At least my haters know what I'm capable of.
Ooh, big fact. Yes. Oh man.
Bro,
All
like
right.
you like this song is only talking about people who you know.
Mm-mm,
Like I ain't never had to hide myself from a stranger.
mm-mm, never.
Like a stranger don't know me, but it don't know me from nobody but either Aaron Mack or AJ McMullen. Like straight up, like yo, either you know this podcast or you know the work that I've done, you know the books that I put out. Like you don't know anything but that. So like when I go to work, I gotta be this one person who's like on this thing moving boxes all day long. Like that's all I appear to be at work. But like there are people who you come across on a regular basis who only thing they see is just who you are in your we're gonna say your civilian life. We're gonna call it your civilian life. That's what we're gonna call it, right? Because we had this thing in the military where we say we're in your civilian, what do you do in the civilian world is what they ask you, right? What do you do in the civilian, like you a super, like you a part-time superhero or some shit, like so like in your civilian life you just going to work and you go like hanging around your family, whatever the case is, and like you're just trying to go with the flow, and you know they just kind of you just kind of get taken out of your element. Like you got all these people. And some people it's so bad that some people get famous, right? And then like their family got to hear about it on the back end. Hilarious, fucking hilarious. Like they just like you doing some shit outside, like Twitch or something or OnlyFans.
Hmm.
Well, OnlyFans.
And
Somebody recognize you in front of your family, and then you like, hold up, what?
with that's where I feel like relationships fail, friendships kind of fail, is because they don't understand your change. And when it happens, they're still stuck on the old you, that
Oh,
they're like, oh, he's different. Oh,
this
you know,
ain't you. Why are you doing this?
exactly.
This you ain't never you ain't never did this.
He's like, you acting totally different.
You acting. This must be a phase.
But if it has to be done. Like if you want to be better in life, you're gonna constantly change. There are gonna be constantly changes in your life, and
Mm-hmm.
some people understand that, some people won't. Some people will look at your change as you're not a part of their collective anymore. Some people look at that change as, yo, you own it. You own that, and you continue to do what you need to do to get your butt up out of here. You're gonna have people that's gonna uplift you, and you're gonna have people that's gonna shy away from you because they feel that either they're inferior or what you're doing messes up their,
You
little.
messing up the dynamic of the group, man.
Mm-hmm.
This can't change. This can't happen, man. Because if you change, man, then ain't nothing gonna be the same no more.
Mm.
It's all gonna be different, man, and it's all your fault, man. The group don't hang out no more like it used to, man, and it's because you decided to start making video games, man.
Mm-hmm.
You decided to go to that ET thing, man, and trying to do all this motivational stuff, and and all this other dumb shit. And now we can't hang out no more like we used to, like the old days.
Crazy.
So like we just giving you guys a like the examples of the things that you will go through when this arrives, because like it will happen to you. If you have a goal to do something else, these are the type of conversations that you're going to have. Now, I told my mom one day when I was younger, I was going to be an entertainer. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I had absolutely no clue that I was going to end up being here right now where I'm at. But she told me that, hey, I don't care what you do as long as you got a job making money. And if you trying to get off of work and do all of this stuff, all this dumb stuff. She said dumb stuff. You trying to write and you ain't making no money off of no songs. You ain't making no money doing this. You gonna have to make some money. And she thought she was giving me hardcore advice, and I'm looking at her like, yo, I'm too old for this conversation. At the time I was, but I remember a point where I let what my mom think of me get in the way of the things that I was trying to do. And it will happen. It will happen. You will try to mold yourself into something that they're doing. But now that we have talked about the finding out, or the coming to understand who you are, what you have to do when you're around them, the second verse, Mark, talk about what you're doing now that they know. Because now that you know that I'm a writer and I have this going on, now that you know that I'm a video game designer, now that you know that I do motivational speaking on the side, now that you know all of this, now I had to fight for my point of view. Now I have to get you to understand that this is not a hobby. So don't come at me with no bullshit talking about that little thing that you do on the side. Don't come at me with that language. Don't come at me. You had your opinion all you want, but I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to talk to you. You come up to me telling me how hard it is to write a book. I wrote 4 of them, and I promise you, back when I first came to Day Shift, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was trying to get to know some of my associates and some of the people that we cool with now, and they said that it's hard to write a book and you can't do that. And then a month later, I released a book.
Come on.
So I'm trying to hey, quiet as kept. You said it was hard, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll show you. I'll make it happen. I'm not even gonna stress over it. I don't even care. Like, it is hard. Yeah, absolutely, it's hard. I told my man one day I'm gonna be a best-selling author. He said, "No, you gonna be here." And I'm looking at my man like, "Yo, what, bro? I thought we was boys. Why would you say some stuff like that to me?" Yo, I like, you know how much I hate being a 9-to-5 dude. You agree with me on everything I say about economics and all this other stuff, and then I say that I got a plan to get out, and you look at me and say, "Nah, man, you know you're gonna be here for that 5 year." Bro, what?
That's crazy.
So go ahead, Mark.
It's crazy how quick that probably rolled off his tongue. It's insane.
No effort.
Is insane how people look at hobbies, others people's dreams. If it's something that's not bringing like immediate, results, we look at it as like taboo, which is crazy. Or people look at it as like taboo. And the thing you were saying before, you trying to mold yourself into what people want to see you mold into. It's like trying to put your piece of the puzzle in their puzzle. It's no fit. You need to be trying to figure out your puzzle to make your masterpiece. And it's just we are for some reason just instinctively trying to figure out other people's puzzles when we just need to focus on ourselves. Like if you have a goal, a dream, go for it. Don't, look for outside validation. First of all, you need to validate what you're trying to do with yourself and then execute. Don't like, all right, let me see what, Jim, Tim, Susie, let me see what they think of my dreams. I'm really passionate about it, but let me see if they're passionate about it. They're not gonna be passionate about it because they not you.
So let's read the hook, right?
Mm.
All my life, I tried letting you inside
Mm.
to see the world through my eyes, and all I see is time I've wasted. All my life, you thought that I've lost my mind. If I could just get it right, then you might see you just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that got me. All my life, I tried letting you inside. I tried to get you to see that I was right the entire time.
Mm.
I was right. But here's the thing. You don't need to do nothing more than what you're already doing to prove your point. If you got a dream, just go for that. It don't make no difference what somebody else is doing outside of you. It don't make no damn difference. God ain't called them to do what you supposed to do. He gave you a vision. What are you worrying about what they worried about for? Let them be sheep. Let them be who they are. Let them be let them be workers. Let them be just regular ass people. Let them do that. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. So and here's what you should do. If you kind of test the waters a little bit, you know who to tell your dreams to, who not to tell your dreams to. I never tell my dreams to Turk. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. I would never tell my dreams to that man. He would try to crush them. My man told me one day that I was doing extracurricular activities outside of work that he don't approve of. I would never talk to that man about my goals. Never. You know who not to talk to. So don't tell your dreams to people who you know not going to understand. You show your dream to the world by doing the things that God has put into you. And this is not a religious thing. Whoever you're most high,
Your
whatever you
denomination.
worship, even if you don't worship anything, the Holy Spirit within you, there is a Holy Spirit within you, that internal voice, that internal clock that's going on inside of your head. Listen to that. Because the universe wants you to do something, do one thing that you're good at. You're a gift. Universe wants you to do that. And when you're doing that, it's already hard enough to make that happen. It's already hard enough to do the things that you said you want to do. I can't even imagine how hard it is to make a video game, but Mark said he gonna do it. Mark said he gonna get Blender right. He gonna get Unreal Engine right. I turned that thing on and I looked at it and I was like, yo, this is like a whole, like, I don't know. I don't even know what Blender is. Like, I don't know how to even navigate through that thing. I got frustrated because I couldn't move the mouse one day and turn that shit off. But my man said that he gonna figure it out. And by golly, he's figuring it out. And so it's already hard enough to do the things that you said you want to do. It's already hard enough to write 50,000 words. I don't need somebody else on top of me in my ear telling me I can't do it. So therefore, I'm not even going to tell them. I don't need to be in the trenches fighting, because the second verse says, I'm beating down the door, knuckles bloody, broken raw, tried to take these walls and turn them inside out, and it was all for nothing. You tried that. You tried to let them inside. You tried to make them understand, and they just didn't get it. No matter what you did, they couldn't get it. It didn't click to them. It didn't register to them. So stop trying to tell them. Just work. Do what you need to do and just work. Be hands down diligent at your work and stop letting the devil try to take you out of your element, because the moment that you come out of your element, you can't blame them. You can't blame your environment for coming out of your element. You can't blame nobody else, your job, your coworkers, your best friend, your family, your mom, dad, brother, sister. You can't blame nobody but you for dropping the ball on your goal. So whenever you're trying to accomplish that goal, just shut up. Just don't even talk about it. Don't do nothing but follow the blueprint that you have, the system that you have in place, and do the things that you need to do. Because if you don't do those things, and you keep trying to talk to everybody about it, you keep trying to get this validation and all of this this reprimand and recognition from everybody else around you, the more you keep trying to do that, the less focused you are on the goal that you need, that the universe or God has put into you. So stop focusing on the things that everybody else is saying. It don't matter what they say. It don't matter what they say. Your mom gave birth to you. Whoop-de-damn-do. You don't owe her though. You don't owe her an explanation. You don't owe your dad an explanation. You don't owe your friends an explanation. You owe you an explanation when you don't succeed.
Big facts. Big facts. And it might be like this human instinct thing that we just need the approval of others, but if it is, you're gonna have to fight that tooth and nail. Like Max said, it's gonna be a challenge. Like, no one said this was gonna come easy, and with that, other people don't know your struggle. Even if you're down in the trenches and you're going through it, people aren't gonna understand it. They're like, why are you putting yourself through all that, just to do XYZ, just to be the best author? Why are you losing sleep over, writing books, creating video games, learning music, learning something new in general? Why are you losing sleep over that? Because I want to do it, because I have to do it. I gotta do something more than this 9 to 5. This job is not guaranteed. This lifestyle is not guaranteed. The building could collapse. We could be out of work for weeks, and then what are we doing? The building can shut down. Your job can shut down. The relationship you in could fail. What do you have to fall back on? Now you're sitting there with nothing, but the other person is just, they on to the next one. You heartbroken. You distraught. But if you would have kept going with your passion, with your dreams, your bounce back would have been immaculate.
Yeah. It wouldn't even matter that the building fell down. I was like, yep, all right, cool. They figure it out.
It's like, I got more time to write. Let's go.
I'm saying, huh? More time to make video games. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to answer to nobody.
Big facts. And it's another thing that's been bothering me. Like, why do we? And I heard it in this video, and I was like, yo, that's literally what's happening to the world right now. We are giving away our time. We're giving away our will to live, basically. Like, everything we've just given all control to either somebody else, to technology, or just something that's not us. We're literally like the saying, Jesus take the wheel. We're like, yo, government, world, boss man, take the wheel. You tell me what to do, and you give me whatever I need to survive. Whatever wage you think I deserve, you just give me that. I don't even care anymore. I'm putting my blinders on. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come home, take a shower, eat food, go to sleep. And then I'm going to go to work, come home, eat food, go to sleep. I'm going to go to work, eat food, and repeat. That sounds okay? To do that for years, and then your body, you're deteriorating over time?
At least 40 years. At least 40 years.
That sounds...
Cause you ain't retiring no time soon. Cause I don't even know anybody who retired.
There are
like people
out
don't
here,
retire, bro.
There are people out here retiring at 20, their early 20s.
Oh, all right. Change the conversation up on me. I like that. Yeah, that's what made me start, bro. That's what made me start trying to figure it out, bro. Because there were people who were younger than me who was flashing more money than I was and still living their life, bro. There
Just
were people
starting to
younger
live
than
their
me,
life. What you mean living
bro.
their life?
I got
Just
a mentor who's younger than me who drives a Phantom, bro.
come on.
Come on, dog. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I ain't gonna go there. That's a whole different conversation right there. Hey,
We
look, I try to succeed, right? I try to succeed because I'm envious of other motherfuckers.
if that don't light a flame
I
under your
want what,
butt,
hey, look, I want what they got. I want what they
insane.
got, man. Shit.
It's insane how we can see it being done and still look away from it. Like it's being done
Yeah.
right in front of our eyes, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we can't never do that. That's impossible." Impossible. It was just done. Oh,
Right. Then
they
it's
lucky.
crazy. It's crazy because like we were in the conversation,
Mm-hmm.
like you and I met because somebody else did it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the man at the top of the company ain't never put the company together, we wouldn't have never met.
Big fact.
So I'm like, yo, how am I at work having a conversation about dreams and goals, and you ain't even looking at the man who put this stuff together and saying, hey, hey, look, ain't nobody say nothing about that. Ain't nobody say how impossible that is. So I sat out there, thought about the fact that my man just started his company out of his garage, and they had the little Macintosh computers trying to make code for Amazon out in a garage, bro. And like they built the whole company from scratch, just like the whole system, everything that you see online, the whole Amazon.com, all that shit was built from scratch, bro. They ain't hire out for nothing, none of that shit. They none of that was done third party. All that was done in house, bro. These dudes came together and did that.
Him and a bunch of friends.
Him and a bunch of ain't nobody say nothing about that. Like okay, but me writing a book is impossible. What? Like, bro, what? Here I am, 4 books later. Bless you.
Thank you.
Here I am, 4 books later. Come on. All right. Hey, look, ain't nothing but a word, man. Ain't nothing but a word. I don't know how I let that stuff get in my spirit like that though, man. But yeah, this was a good one. It was a good one.
It's the environment. It seeps in. It even gets to me sometimes. Like sometimes I feel like, yo, what's wrong with me? Like everybody complaining, and I'm just sitting here working, all happy and shit. Like, am I wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Why I ain't like them? What is going on?
Oh, that's hilarious, man. I feel that. I feel that. So like when folks just like stressed out all the time and everything is chaotic and you just kind of looking around like, am I supposed to be mad like her?
It's like, am I supposed to be worried? What?
Are we mad right now? Grr.
It's like it's 5 o'clock. Why are we going off right now? What is? I'm about to leave,
5 o'clock on a Wednesday.
bruh.
You ain't even got to come back tomorrow. Like what? Well, you know what they gonna do? They gonna take that energy right home, complain about it to their spouse,
Let it simmer the entire your week.
and what time is it now? It's 5:07 a.m. 5:07 a.m. folks. So like we do this for y'all. I gotta put that. I feel like I gotta put that in every episode. I feel like it's my job to put that in every episode. But yeah, those people, they gonna wake up 7 hours from now with that same energy. I ain't give them no credit. I said they're gonna wake up 7 hours from now. I ain't give them no credit.
Not at all. Not at all. Like Aaron said, we do this for y'all. We want to see more people follow their dreams and succeed. It's gonna be a grind. We're sitting here, early morning after we get off here. We might go our separate ways and work on, our craft.
Yeah.
Day in, day out. we're trying to do something that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
We want to do it. We want to see ourselves succeed. I want to see Max succeed in his books. He wants to see me succeed in my, video games. And we want to see y'all succeed in whatever y'all have going on. Like, we're trying to build a community where instead of having those friends that are going to, just instinctively put you down, we want to have a community where it's just constantly uplifting.
Mm.
Because some people need that. Like I said, Mac has gone through it. I've gone through it because of the environment we're in, because of the world being so negative. It is so easy for that negativity to seep in.
Mm.
If you're around, something constantly, your brain is like, all right, that's the social norm. That's what we need to do. But you have to fight that. You have to fight that tooth and nail, because if you let that wave sweep you under, it's no guaranteed you coming back up.
Excellent closing remarks. I ain't even gonna come back on that. Excellent closing remarks. As that is the end of the conversation. Stamped through. Like, all right.
What we got coming up, Mac?
Man. So look, I'm feeling myself right now.
All right.
I'm feeling myself. I ain't got nothing to show off at the moment, but I've been doing some research on artwork and things of that nature, and playing around with Affinity Photo, man. And I think I know now exactly what to do. Like, I think I psyched myself out because I hadn't drawn in a long time, and I was like, I was just so afraid of actually doing that, because it's like it was something new that I was actually drawing to put myself out there, or to put the work out. Like, I drew the work for me when I first started, but like, I'm just going back to where it all started from the beginning. I never set out to write books, but I always wanted to create stories. But this started from drawing. Like, I started drawing. That's where it came from. Like, that's where the whole Aether Universe idea even came from. It came from my fan fiction days, where I used to draw Dragon Ball Z fan fiction, and try to continue that story, because Toonami just kind of left us on red for 3 years. So like, yeah, that was some rough times, man. And some of y'all would never understand what that feels like, to have to watch the Android and Cell saga over and over and over for 3 years straight. Y'all don't even know what that feels like. Get out of here, you young whippersnappers. But yeah, man, I started, I've been playing around with a few tools here and there, and I got really ambitious recently, and decided that at some point this year, I am going to be the one to create the first comic for the Aether Universe.
Okay. All right.
So, sometime within the next few months, I will have an image for you of the iconic Sky Vault City, that's in the Aether, that's set in the Aether Universe. It'll be a very sci-fi-esque picture, but what I want to do with that is create an environment and have one of those calming rain sound videos, whatever the case is, with those. I will have a few pictures set up, and I want we gonna collaborate on getting some environments built out, and it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be a great thing, man. I'll have those photos set within the next few months. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get them done, because even though I can draw them by hand and pencil, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me to start doing digital work. And doing the digital work is what's making this easy, but it's also what's making this hard because there's a huge learning curve that you need to get through in order to do digital artwork.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I got going on. Other than that, man, book 4 is nearly completed. We're going through our second draft at the moment, but we are on track to get that thing done by September 20th, man, and I'm excited.
Word. Word. Uh, and that's interesting. You said digital art. Cause with Blender and Unreal, I did kind of want to slide something in with like uh grease pencil. I don't know if you ever seen some of those art.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Grease Pencil.
It's a mixture of digital art and 3D objects, and it
Yeah,
freaking insane.
kind of like remind me of like the art style of I don't know if you remember the game Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful. You said beautiful?
Beautiful Joe. It was a video game about a superhero that was acting as a superhero, but he was like a real superhero on a movie set. And he could rewind and fast forward time. It was out for the GameCube. It was pretty old, and they never remade it. Actually, there's a game out now that kind of follows. I think it's made by the same people, and they kind of have the same art style. I just can't remember. It's for the Switch though.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember that. Huh. Gotcha. Uh, but yeah, that's something I wanna do also.
Oh shit.
So that could be something we could collab on or something like that. Uh, yeah. Other than that, still working on Unreal. Getting closer to finishing that video I was talking about earlier, the 5 hour jank where at the end we should be able to build a castle. Right now I'm on foliage, so we're there's a part of where uh you don't have to like make individual blades of grass. You just kind of get like a cluster. You make that, and then you just like, it's kind of like a pen, as you're
Like a
writing.
brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're working on that right now. That's about it. Things are coming together. We working. We working, people.
Yeah. You know the things that got serious, bro. I got another few of these.
Come on.
I thought I won't gonna need them. I was like, all right, so I guess I really do need them.
Mm-hmm. Word. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you had anything?
No, you good.
Oh.
You good.
Well, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dirty Trunk Podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack, and always remember, those who shy away from addressing the elephant in the room are doomed to be crushed by the weight of it. We love y'all.
Peace. Love y'all. See y'all next week.